Okay, and so we have to, as believers, know and understand what time and season we're living in. And in the Jewish time and season, this is the year 5775. You write that down, 5,775. That's not a number to play. But if you do and you hit, you better give it back to the church. It wasn't yours. 5775 is the Jewish year that we're living in. It began in September. Now, here's what blew my mind, Pastor. What blew my mind was I was so ignorant to this until I really began to look into what do our people believe? What is the Jewish traditions and customs? And what part of it is a part of my life? And I realized that it is part of our lives to claim the year. So we're going to claim the year 5775, and then I'm going to share with you what it means. So here is what the year 5775 means prophetically, all right? If you look at the number 5775, you will find something really interesting. One fact is that the 57 is a reflection of 75, meaning that this is a year of a turnaround. You are going to see the opposite of what you have had in your life, okay? And watch, I'm not done. I'm going to give you some factual proof for this, all right? 5775, you are also, this is the year you become more like Christ. Genesis 1:26, you are made in his image after his life. This is the year that you will truly reflect who he is in the earth. Which means that in spite of the challenges that you face or anything you're going through, you're going to come out victorious because of the Christ in you. You ain't fighting your battles the same old way anymore. You're going to be victorious because of the Christ in you. Now, if you take the number 5775 and divide it by the number 7, it is a perfect number, a whole number, which means this year is the end of a 7-year cycle. Now, y'all know God works with numbers. If he didn't, there wouldn't be a book called Numbers. Right? Numbers are significant to God, okay? The world has just taken it and made numerology something like some divination. But I want to bring it back to God's word, okay? So the number 7 divided into 5775 means we are at the year of a complete cycle of 7. I would like to ask you to turn to Deuteronomy chapter 15, verse 1. How many believe God's word is the same yesterday, today, and forever? Okay, so there's relevance in his word no matter what chapter you go into, right? Look at Deuteronomy 15, verses 1 and 2, and hopefully somebody going to catch this and get real happy about what the Lord has said about this year. It says, at the end of every 7 years, you shall make a release. I'm going to say this one more time. At the end of 7 years, the leaders, the priests, the leaders are to declare and make a release. Let me explain what it's like. It's like when you're in debt and can't do no more and you go file bankruptcy. Just like the world has created an opportunity for you to file bankruptcy, this is the year that we are to declare over your lives a release. Now, let me detail what the release is, verse 2. And this is the manner of the release. Every creditor that lendeth anything to his neighbor shall not require them to pay it back. He shall not require it of his neighbor or of his brethren because, and if somebody can read that real loud with me, it's called the Lord's. I want you to look at somebody and tell them, I'm about to be released from some stuff. Because the Lord said so. Tell somebody else, I'm about to release some people that I couldn't seem to shake for a while. I'm about to release some stuff off of me because it's the year the Lord declared it. Look at somebody, tell them the Lord has declared this is my year of release. I want to show you, I want to help you understand. I want to help you understand something real quick. My brother, could you come here for just a moment? Because this thing has to happen in the spirit before it can happen in the natural. Okay, what I'm saying is this. Yes, you're going to get released from some financial burdens in your life. Did you hear me? But before that can happen, the first release that's got to happen, you have got to make sure you have totally released everybody that has treated you bad. And they're still treating you bad. And they're still dogging your name. And they're still remembering what you were. God says in this season, send them a thank you card. Excuse me. He said, in this season, give them a gift. Just because. Let them say it's your fault. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. And there are even some people that you have done something to offend, and many of you in there have been trying your hardest to fix it. Who am I talking to? You've been trying to fix it. Come on. I'm almost done. This won't take long. You've been trying to fix it. And every time you go to try to fix it, they make you feel more in debt. They make you feel like, listen, I'm not just talking about parents to children. I'm talking about spouses. I'm talking about fathers to sons and daughters that you have not been able to rebuild the relationship. This is the year you're going to reconnect. You're going to reconnect because God does not want your children to be in the same bondage that you had to live with.